The start, it was grand. I could afford to pay it, it was great, and then I just couldn't cope with it anymore, and I was coming and I was hiding or texting him and saying, I'll catch you up double next week. Can you get the next week? And you can't afford it, and it rolls on before you know it, you owe £40, £50 out, and that's when you're struggling. At that point you're hiding, and the blinds are closed all day, and you can't leave the house in case you see him up at town. Something as simple as going to the shop to get that pint of milk that you need. And he's coming after you going, have you got that money for me?
Tenants have been telling us that the way they get their credit is through doorstep lenders. We were well aware that with the cuts to social security benefits and the lack of full-time employment, tenants were struggling to put even food on the table.
I actually applied online, and I got a phone call within a couple of hours saying that the agent could come to the house, bring the money to the door, no bank accounts, nothing, just hand it to you. I never understood the interest rates. To me it was just get a cash loan on your doorstep and pay back £5 a week.
Apex is about more than bricks and mortar. We have a responsibility towards the tenants that we house. We approached the credit union and they were more than happy to work with us on financial inclusion issues.
And once Derry Credit Union heard about this project, we were very eager to get involved. It tied in with the ethos of the credit union. We do endeavour to try and help everyone who is put forward for the Affordable Credit Project.
The difficulties some of our tenants had with joining the credit union were that tenants needed a proposer and a seconder. They needed a savings pattern and they couldn't access the loan on the same day. We were able to break down those barriers one by one.
The health visitor visited one day just to check the kids and stuff, and she noticed that I was a bit down and depressed, so I had a cry and a chat and told her how much I owed altogether. So she had quite a lot of concerns about that, given that I was depriving the winds. She referred me then to the Family Support Service at Greater Chantal Area Partnership.
In Chantal we would have high levels of deprivation, and the project with the affordable credit was absolutely marvellous for us because it allowed people who could never get into the credit union because they needed 2 guarantors to get into the credit union, to learn how to save, to pay off loan sharks and small debts, and with us keeping an eye on them, empower them to be better people themselves.
The interest rate at Derry Credit Union is 12.68% or 1% per month on their diminishing balance. What we have found is that our doorstep lenders can charge anywhere from 300 to over 5,000%. We do encourage members to save each week when they are repaying back their loan. I mean, this could be as small as 50 pence, but getting into a regular savings habit is a good habit for life.
For the first time in my life, I had a credit union account that I could put money into. I had the Easy Saver account as well, where I was saving towards a holiday for me and 3 kids, first ever family holiday. I was still saving even after the holiday, and I can say hands down I'll be able to pay for Christmas. I'm gonna cry. For the first time by myself.
Nobody likes debt, and when you've a wee bit of debt you get down yourself, you can't see a way forward, the children suffer, everyone suffers.
Even though we have been lending to what some financial institutions would see as high-risk borrowers, only 6% of those users actually defaulted on their loan. All of the partners within the Affordable Credit Project have decided to continue with the project, and because of its success we've managed to extend the project to 2 different areas within Northern Ireland.
What I've seen from members that have joined the credit union, I've seen their savings grow, I've seen them take advantage of low interest rate loans and maybe perhaps borrow 3 and 4 times, and they've become a very good long-standing member now with the credit union.
Apex are continuing to listen to tenants and to work with other partners to help plug the gaps that still exist within our communities so that our estates become better places for tenants to live.
The Affordable Credit Project was my lifeline, was the only rescue way I had out from all my debts, to get myself on my feet, to be independent, and I actually have a life.